So the conversation of Diddy and facing more criminal charges is what is happening right now for the past 48 hours because of witness tampering. This is really bad news for Diddy, and it's a whole different kettle of fish because it really makes us understand that this really was a show trial. Hey guys, it's Murad Morali, daily and consistent content. Do subscribe to the channel, join Murad Nation, and let's get straight into this video and discuss what is happening here, where the chef of, Diddy, who used to work basically for him, Chef Jordan Chatouan, I believe her name is, has exposed one of Diddy's assistants, Neil Dominique. Basically, she had secretly spoken to the grand jury. She is somebody who was working with the prosecution's team, and it looked like they caught wind of this. Diddy's team caught wind of this, and Neil Dominique basically got in the way and exposed this information that this is what, Jordan was doing, which is essentially witness tampering, which massively impacted the trial. I wholeheartedly believe that Diddy is somebody who is guilty of RICO and sex trafficking of Cassie. Those two charges which he did not go down for, I think, is because of the witness tampering and the specific bias of the certain jurors, which we've now seen on the Netflix documentary. Pair that with the videos of Diddy wanting to take control of every single narrative, which we saw in the videos before his arrest. All of this validates to me that this man is guilty of tampering charges, and it looks like Diddy is potentially now, guys, facing federal witness tampering charges.
Anyways, Neil. Hey, my name is Jordan Chatouan. You don't fucking know me, but you provided my name to Puff and told him that the feds contacted me. Even before I even talked to my own family about it, you put my life in danger. You provided addresses to him for a few people. You were actually meddling with a few other victims in the case, acting like you were their friend. So, anyways, I just wanted to make sure, because it was clear you accepted the check. How much was it? Can you tell us? Can you tell us how much it was? Anyways, you got the check, and you clearly been over there comfortable. And so I just wanted to make sure that you didn't get too comfortable, and you will fucking pay one way or another for putting our lives in danger.
So the conversation of Diddy and facing more criminal charges is what is happening right now for the past 48 hours because of witness tampering. This is really bad news for Diddy, and it's a whole different kettle of fish because it really makes us understand that this really was a show trial. Hey guys, it's Murad Morali, daily and consistent content. Do subscribe to the channel, join Murad Nation, and let's get straight into this video and discuss what is happening here, where the chef of, Diddy, who used to work basically for him, Chef Jordan Chatouan, I believe her name is, has exposed one of Diddy's assistants, Neil Dominique. Basically, she had secretly spoken to the grand jury. She is somebody who was working with the prosecution's team, and it looked like they caught wind of this. Diddy's team caught wind of this, and Neil Dominique basically got in the way and exposed this information that this is what, Jordan was doing, which is essentially witness tampering, which massively impacted the trial. I wholeheartedly believe that Diddy is somebody who is guilty of RICO and sex trafficking of Cassie. Those two charges which he did not go down for, I think, is because of the witness tampering and the specific bias of the certain jurors, which we've now seen on the Netflix documentary. Pair that with the videos of Diddy wanting to take control of every single narrative, which we saw in the videos before his arrest. All of this validates to me that this man is guilty of tampering charges, and it looks like Diddy is potentially now, guys, facing federal witness tampering charges after his chef has exposed everything. She put out an entire statement, guys, to this she put out an entire statement, guys, in regards to all of this and basically what was going on. Hey Neil, I just wanted to put this out there because I've been debating this and how to handle this. Now, I don't know you from a can of paint, but I'm really wondering why you decided to tell Sean Combs that I was contacted by the feds. I saw you wrote a good character letter for him too. Come to find out, you were actually providing Puff with information on a whole bunch of people throughout the case. So my thing is this: why were you so comfortable putting my life in danger? Why were you so comfortable putting other people's life in danger? You providing addresses to him? Were you like a double agent, working with the feds but also working with Diddy? And I think this is exactly what it is. Double agents all over the gaff, double agents all over the scene, those who are working with the police when it comes to this case of Diddy, but also have been paid silently to work with Diddy on the other end, to be like, don't worry, we're going to try to get these witnesses to go away, don't worry, we know about certain jurors and etc., we're going to help. I'm wondering how big was the check you got. She continues, Neil, since you really don't know me, I just wanted to make sure you understood that because I will never feel safe and comfortable. I wanted to make you uncomfortable too. At any point, any of us can be taken out behind this man, and you took it upon yourself to put us in danger because you lack a moral compass. And outside of that, guys, there are text messages and videos basically being released. Chef Jordan herself basically coming to speak about it as well. And all coming out, and these text messages are very interesting. So it looks like Diddy had people from the back end who were tampering so many of these alleged witnesses who were coming forward. This is why Judge Arun kept denying his bails, because he knew as soon as Diddy got out, he would be trying to do something one way or another. The BOP even stated that this man was trying to collect phones from other prisoners to message his, sons and etc. Recently at the Fort Dix, his extension is being given to him because of the three-way legal calls that he was making. Wherever there's a will, there's a way for Diddy. He will never give up. I do not believe this man has ever been suicidal. Rather, he's been persistent to make himself innocent because his ego is so inflated. So these witness tampering federal charges, I really hope come through, and I really hope he does face these new criminal charges coming his way to prolong his time in prison and a brand new trial, because we've all been duped in this conversation. Diddy has double agents working for him everywhere, which is why this man, instead of facing life and having all of his assets seized, is innocent of RICO and is only facing 2 to 4 years and is still fighting to be innocent, which is why we've got his appeal trial to deal with next April. It's crazy when you think about it. It's really, really crazy when you think about it, and when you see what Diddy was going on behind the scenes, all of it was a show trial. And so these new criminal charges, I think, definitely should come through. Kelly Harper is also somebody who is quite weird to me. Reason being is when she was on that Netflix documentary, she didn't discuss the fact that she was paid by Diddy as well. She also was a double agent. She also was putting out statements for Diddy, and then she wants to sit there and cry about a whole situation with her child. She was pressured and she didn't know what to do. But you were also working for Diddy against Dawn Rashad. Why did you not bring that up yourself if you were going to sit down and discuss Diddy in this documentary? You keep flipping back and forth. To me, that's somebody who's a double agent. To me, that's somebody who would go at length to work for Diddy if pressured, and instead of standing tall against this man. And so I find it very bizarre that she didn't actually want to sit there and discuss any of this when it came to what was going on. I don't understand that, guys. She says on her own Instagram, my situation and the federal indictment are two completely separate matters. I have no involvement in that case, no connection. So there was no shielding, no covering, and no helping anyone, because there was nothing for me to be involved in. Well, there was, because, after Dawn Rashad's lawsuit, you were out here doing interviews talking about how you disliked Dawn Rashad. I vividly remember that time. So there definitely was some ammo where Diddy got to her. And if he got to her, that means that she could have also been a double agent. Anybody who's seen as a double agent, to me, is a liability in this case and affects the trial and affects these alleged victims and these victims from facing real justice. The entire trial was a complete shamble to me. It was a complete mess to me. And when you look at the conversations that are going on here, this is why I'm really pissed off when we look at the show. When I'm saying show trial, I'm saying show trial for a reason, because if we look at old tweets, guys, of what was going on, Inner City Press states, Sean Combs' Netflix documentary berates lawyer Agnifilo, and Juror 160 questions and what was going on. If we look at the jury selection transcript, judge says 160, do you personally know any of the people on the list? Juror 160 female says, I wish I did, but I don't, and she laughs. Juror 160 continues, I once with my ex-boyfriend supported him in his child support case. The judge says, parties, any questions? 160 says that was easy, and she's in. So what does any of this even mean? Like, she was proud to be some kind of pick-me individual. Like, it's just really crazy how is moving in these transcripts, and to me it clearly shows that she is somebody who was always going to be on Diddy's side. You have a juror like this who was so easily picked. She said that was easy, she's in, when of course she's not going to personally know Diddy, but she definitely knew of Diddy. She was a fan of the man. She watched his reality TV shows on MTV, talking about that was easy, I'm in. And, talking about, I wish I knew Diddy personally. Why would you wish that you knew that man personally? Like, I don't understand, because who else would the judge be referring to when she meant with any of these people on the list? Obviously, she's referring to P. Diddy, not anybody else, because he's the biggest celebrity. So, there was some corruption from the beginning with these jurors. Then you got this now federal criminal charges of witness tampering and Diddy's assistants. Why aren't they basically being, whatever? Then KK basically wasn't even involved in this case. Christina Coram, the judge himself even stated Christina Coram was somebody who helped, create this network of organized crime, which is RICO. So the whole thing was just loophole after loophole after loophole. Diddy even allowed to show a montage of him being a good father to the judge for his sentencing is insane. The leeway this man had to maneuver around the court, to even sit there and cry, to have his daughter stand there and cry for him, it's insane to me. And people thought that it wasn't, but now that you've watched this 4-part documentary and you've seen the madness that this man has gotten away with, it is. Point blank period, it is. Anyways, let me know your thoughts are, guys, when it comes to this video. Pretty bad news for Diddy when it comes to these federal criminal charges of witness tampering that he could be facing. I'm here for it. Let's reload up charges. I don't think Diddy's going to come out in the next couple of years. He's going to prolong that prison extension even more so by stuff like this that's going to keep coming up. Because Lil Rod was in the documentary and his case is active right now. Discovery is happening right now on that case, and we're going to find out in the next 8-9 months to see what's going on with that. And KK is also involved in that. Let me know your thoughts, guys, when it comes to this video. Do subscribe, comment down below, and give this video a thumbs up. I just hope Diddy doesn't get away with all of this, because it looks like you can buy your way out of justice. And to me, that's so irritating that you actually can do that with your civil and criminal cases if you have the money to do so. It's annoying. Subscribe, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.